Hey guys, it's TrueCubing, and in this video we're going to be teaching you how to solve the clock. So first up, we need to know how it moves. Of course, it looks very difficult, but it's actually pretty simple. When you move a pin up, all 4 clocks around it are activated, so that when you turn the corresponding wheel, which is right next to this pin, all 4 clocks will move. Now just a tip, don't move any clocks that are not being currently activated, it will just get confusing. So if we put 2 pins up, all 6 of these clocks will be activated, and when we turn any one of these 2 wheels, all 6 of those clocks will move. And finally, you can guess what's going to happen when we move 3 pins up. All 8 clocks will move and this corner will stay put. And you can obviously turn any of these 3 wheels. Of course, the same thing applies to the other side. So now that that's out of the way, we can go ahead and scramble this clock. So I finished scrambling this face. Let's go ahead and switch the clock over and start doing moves on the other side. Okay, so now that we've got the clock scrambled up, we need to know that the solve position is when all 12 pins on both sides are facing 12 o'clock. And the 12 o'clock is denoted with this little 12 right on top here. So the first step is a bit like the 3x3. All we need to do is create this cross where all 5 of these clock pins are facing the same direction. So how we're going to do this is we're going to match this center clock with each 4 ones around it step by step. So what we can do is move this pin up and move this wheel until this middle clock matches any one of these 2, because these 2 are not going to be turning. So we can do something like this, and now they're facing the same direction. Now what we can do is match these 2 to another clock. So what we can do is move this pin up, which will activate these 4, but we just want these 2. And now when we move this bottom pin, we can match this up with this one. And by chance, this clock also got matched up. So if this clock wasn't solved, all you'd have to do is do the same steps, but make sure that you're activating all 3 of the solved clocks. So all 3 of these. So what we can do would be to move this one up and move this 2 across, and then these are all matched up. Then for the final one, we want to activate all 4 of these. So what we can do is move these 2 up to activate all 6 on this side, and then we can move it 1 down, and now all of our clocks are matching. Now what we need to do is make sure that they're all facing 12 o'clock. So what we can do is move all 4 pins up and then move them all to 12 o'clock. And there we go, we have our cross. And we need to do the exact same step on the other side. So I can match this clock with this one, for example. So I can move this pin up and move it all the way to the bottom. Like that, it matches. Now we want to activate these 2 to match two other ones up. And so what I can do is move this bottom one up to activate these 4 and move it to match this one. Like that. Again, we got lucky and this one also got matched up. And so now we just have to match this one up by moving these 2 up and then moving these 2 across like that. And now we can move all 12 of these clocks to 12 o'clock. Now we have our cross on both sides. Now the final step will be to match up these corners. So notice how at the beginning I said that when you move 3 pins up, it will activate all 8 clocks except for 1 corner clock. So this is going to be the technique we'll be using to solve each individual clock pin. So we can choose a corner that we want to solve. We can solve this one. So what we need to do is move its corresponding clock pin down, so this one down, and put all 3 other ones up. And now we turn any one of these 3 wheels until we're matched up this one, like that. Now we can do the same thing to all other 3 clocks. So we can match up this one by moving its corresponding pin down, and now moving all 3 until it's matching like this. We can do the same thing for this clock pin by putting it down and then moving it like this. And finally this clock pin, move this one down, put all 3 other ones up and move it to the top. And there we go. Magically, on the other side, the corner pins will be solved. So if you want to get more into clock, you'll notice that these corners will always be in the same position. So that's why when you solve the corners on one side, the other corners will also solve. Thanks for watching this tutorial. If it helped, please leave a like or subscribe. Any questions, just comment below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.